Termites are a serious problem here in Australia, and you need to protect the biggest investment that you may ever make, your house. Termites may already be in your home, in which case you have to act now before they cause severe structural damage that's very expensive to repair. There are quite a few cases where homeowners have had to walk away from their homes because termite damage has been so extensive. It's far better to stop termites before they come to dinner. Quite simply, termites eat wood and they come to your home looking for food. They get there by travelling through the ground from a nest that may be hundreds of metres away, and then they build mud tunnels into your house. They can squeeze through cracks the thickness of a piece of paper. Homeowners usually don't know they're there until substantial damage has been done. They eat anything made from wood inside your home, and even gyprock and plasterboard walls, often leaving a paper-thin layer of paint. Unfortunately, by this time, they are right through your home, no matter how your house is constructed. Even steel-framed houses are not immune to termite attack. The termite can still get in and destroy wooden roof trusses, furniture and wood trim such as architraves, in fact anything made of wood in the house. Stop termites dead with the help of your licensed and certified pest controller and a revolutionary product called Termidor. Termidor effectiveness has been proven by government, university and company field trials throughout Australia and worldwide. The results have been spectacular.
Well, I think the homeowner, they need a fast elimination of termites, and you'll get it with Termidor. If I do the job according to Australian standards and I do a good, competent job, then the homeowner gets peace of mind, and so do I. Particularly if they insist on this product, Termidor. It's made by BASF. Quite frankly, nothing else on the market at the moment is really good enough.
Termidor now comes in two formulations, Termidor Dust and Termidor Residual Termiticide, the perfect combination both inside and outside your home. This ensures complete termite nest elimination and full protection for future termite attack. Termidor Dust is the culmination of over 10 years' research in Australia to find the perfect termite nest elimination product. Termidor Dust is applied by professional pest control operators directly onto the termites, either inside your house or onto activity around the yard, trees, fences, etc. Termidor Dust is also perfect for treating active termite bait stations. After treatment, the termite carries the dust particles on their bodies and eventually back to the nest, wherever that may be, via the unique transfer effect. Extensive Australian research proves that it takes as little as 3 to 4 weeks for total termite elimination. This is much faster than expensive baiting systems. Eradication of one termite colony with Termidor Dust does not guarantee protection from a future attack by other colonies in the area. Termite dusting is not designed and should not be used as a standalone treatment. Therefore, a continuous chemical treatment such as Termidor Residual Termiticide should be applied immediately following successful eradication of termite activity in the home to ensure protection in the future. Termidor Residual Termiticide is applied as a continuous chemical soil zone around and under the home. Some products are repellent and are applied as a barrier. Their job is to keep the termites away instead of killing them. But the problem is these barriers have to be 100% complete with absolutely no gaps, which is almost impossible to achieve. Termites will actively seek gaps in the barrier day after day, year after year, until they find a way through. Here's a perfect real-life example of how repellents can fail. You can see here where a pest control company have drilled holes into the slab to insert the barrier chemicals. Now that's the last hole before they left a gap when they came to the hot water system and started drilling again on the other side. The termites sensed the gap and, attracted by the moisture, came up through a small crack and entered the house after building these tunnels. The tunnels are hidden behind a pipe and hard to see. There was significant damage to the house before the termites' presence was detected. Termidor is non-repellent to termites. This means that they cannot detect the product and will not avoid the treated area. As a result, Termites continue to forage through the soil until they encounter Termidor and pick up a lethal dose. This is what makes Termidor work better and faster. Termidor provides proven protection against termite entry and will continue to control termites for at least 8 years.
About 12 months ago we had some renovations done on the house and the tradesman found some termite damage. So it was important to me, as I have 2 small children, that we use something that wasn't going to be harmful to my kids, and Termidor was recommended.
Now you may be offered an alternative termite treatment such as a baiting system. Baiting systems rely on attracting termites to the bait stations before being fed bait containing an insect growth regulating chemical. If successful in getting termites to feed on the bait, the chemical then has to rely on the individual termite going through a molting phase before having any effect. This molting phase varies with the time of the year and between termite species and may take many months to occur. All the while, termites continue to attack your home. The installation of above-ground stations directly over the site of the actively feeding termites will take a similar amount of time before having any effect. In the meantime, the termites are still eating your home. If successful in eradicating the termite infestation, a chemical barrier such as Termidor should then be used to prevent the same colony or a new colony from infesting your home. However, baiting systems are often sold as the only form of protection.
The homeowner, they just get worried sick. If they're not eating the traditional or the sort of more common big name baits, if they're not feeding on those, well, their customers sort of asking what are they feeding on, and it's pretty much their house. From the consumer's point of view, the ongoing costs just get really, really expensive for the baiting systems. You know, it could be up to $5,000–10,000 over a 5 or 10 year period compared to the Termidor treated zone. You put it in, you know, between 5 and 8 years you might need to reinstall it, but it's a one-off cost. So we find Termidor so great just in the time taken to control the colony. It's just great for the consumer and for us.
Unlike baiting systems, Termidor begins to work immediately and there's no waiting period. Getting your home treated with Termidor usually takes less than a day. A licensed and certified pest control professional digs a trench around the foundations of your home. The trench is extended down the sides of the foundations and cleaned out. Termidor is applied to the trench and some of the soil is replaced into the trench. More Termidor is applied and more soil is replaced. Finally, the trench is filled and the final application of Termidor is added. Holes are drilled through slabs and paths or the concrete cut away to treat the ground under them. Pavers should be lifted, the soil treated and the pavers relaid. Some soils, such as heavy clay, should be removed and replaced with a sandy loam before treatment. Any responsible termite treatment requires follow-up by a pest professional. Tradesmen like plumbers, electricians and even telephone technicians installing underground lines can open up access areas for termites. Tree roots growing up to your foundations and new garden beds against the house can also provide access to hungry termites. Your pest controller will check your home after 12 months to make sure all is still fine.
We had termites a few years ago and we had a Termidor application done, and the guy came out and explained everything and did a really great job. And it's 5 years later and there's been absolutely no termite activity whatsoever. We're really happy.
Termidor has been exhaustively tested and fully approved in Australia for use in domestic situations. Termidor has also been used in more than 2 million buildings in the USA. Plus, Termidor has no odour. You won't even know it's there. Termidor has been effective in field trials for over 8 years and is still going strong. If you're not asking for Termidor, you're asking for trouble.
Termidor!